having the realization that you're suddenly part of this club that you thought you would never ever imagine yourself being in, saying, wait a second, now I'm a father, a mother of a child who has cancer.
The first thoughts again was unbelief, shock, trying to process.
What really was eye-opening for me was going to the day clinic at the Kaiser Center, which was the oncology unit at the hospital that we were at. I mean, and from the moment we walked in the door to the way that the nurses interacted with the kids, to the accessories and an environment that was around it, to the way that the doctors talked to the kids, to, you know, getting a gift on the way out. All of that, I think, just really for me was very, very eye-opening.
The fact that we were in touch with so many organizations, we just felt like we had to be part of, as Eamon mentioned, this ecosystem of how do we give back, because we were in touch with so many different people and different organizations.
We've been blessed that our child is cancer-free a year and a half after her treatments are done. And, you know, there's a feeling that to maintain those blessings, it's to give those blessings to other people. And I think for us to be able to do that for children in Egypt, and hopefully in the future in other places, for those kids who are suffering from cancer, who might be less fortunate, maybe don't have the benefit that we have living here in America, to be able to bring those sorts of things to them, I think is really what inspires us and inspired us to create the organization.
And so we got together and thought about what we could do to give in the same way we had received with our Sereen. And one thing became clear to us, and that was that every child with cancer, regardless of where they lived in the world, deserved the same support we had received. So we created the Sereen Foundation with a simple mission to inspire hope, joy, and strength to children who are confronting the challenge of cancer in the developing world. Put simply, we want to bring wow to these kids, and that is why we call them wow projects. And our first country, Egypt. So we went to Egypt and connected with the people and facilities on the front lines of children's cancer there and asked them how we could bring them wow. At the Children's Cancer Hospital in Egypt, better known as Hospital 57357, they told us we need art supplies for the kids. So in July of 2012, we delivered our first wow project, the art supplies. Hospital 57357 then told us that to keep a continuing education program, a program that allows the kids who are admitted in the hospital being treated for cancer, to help them find a sense of normalcy, they could continue their schooling, but to keep the program required books, workbooks, school supplies. And so in August, we delivered our second WOW project, school supplies. And we're working on our third WOW project, where we'll be sending blankets made by kids here in Chicago to the kids there.
I actually remember very vividly one of the oncologists had said that from his experience, he sees two types of families. Families who walk away from after treatment and never think about it again, and just kind of close that chapter in their door, which makes sense. And that's rightfully so for those families, and families who continue to advocate and support children with cancer. And so I think as a family and as a community and as a couple, we've decided that we want to continue bringing more awareness and advocate for children with cancer.